Okay, so how old were you then when you were told the story of how your mom met Jay-Z?
I was, I would say, officially, probably I would say like a 10 or 11. She told me when I was like 6 who my father was, but when she fully started telling me stories, I guess when I could better understand as I got older, it was really like 10 or 11. Then that's when she started telling me like, Rod, this is your person, this is your dad, and showing me little pictures that she did have of him, and little clips and little videos that she had. And far as like I'm talking about like little music videos he had, I guess back out back in the days, and little clips, I guess, from shows, whatever. It's just this was little. I was so young, I didn't fully understand, but I watched them and I listened to my mom, and I just continued with life because I'm a kid. Like you want to hear these things, but you don't want to hear these things. So it's like I listen, but I kind of try to block it out. I try like blocked it out a little bit.
And did you reach a point over the years where you wanted to reach out and say hi?
Yes, as I got older, I thought that it would be a good idea to, try to have a relationship, or at least I can say I tried on my part. I did reach out. My mom signed a letter. You know, it was, they seemed cooperative at the beginning, but then it just start going to the left, I guess. Nobody was communicating no more, and it just was all court action.
And what was the story that was told to you as to how your mom had met Jay-Z?
But basically, my mom was at a show and she was with a friend. And I know, I guess her and her friends stayed to after the show. He was doing little signings and little autographs and stuff like that. I guess he wasn't too big, but I guess females, when the show is over, you can sign little autographs and stuff like that. Talk to the people who perform. She said she went up there and with her and her friend, and they start talking. I guess wound up leaving with them. He took them to some apartment building, and they did what they did in there. Talked a little bit, had a good time, party, and I guess had sex. 'Cause, I can't fully talk as my mom because I'm not my mom. I'm just telling you guys what she told me. It was this, and I honestly just believe it. It's just no doubt in my mind that I believe it. My mom wouldn't just make something up like that, and it's been no challenge to say that my mom was telling no type of fraud, no type of lie. Nobody ever said anything to me. All right, well, I don't know your mom. I don't know who your mom is. This is a lie. Never got anything. So why wouldn't I believe my mom? Like, we could have been settled this, and it only takes a conversation and some words. I'm not a hateful guy. I don't hate anyone. I'm not after nobody. I'm not trying to see no one downfall. But this is just some things that just went through court, and they just expected me to just sit there and just take what they were saying. I can't do that because you got to have the truth. You got to have proof. You guys are working off of fraud and collusion with different lawyers, like a paternity test, and all this is years later. Fraud and collusion, putting liens on people's houses. Like, why is all this happening? If this is such a lie, or someone is creating a story and they want 15 minutes of fame or whatever you guys want to say it is, but why I don't have time for this. I work every day. I work hard for my family. Everything I got, I worked hard for it. I will continue to work. I've been through school. I don't have no felonies. I'm not crazy or none of that. It's like I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And seems like Jay Z don't want to say anything. So, I don't want to see him go down for something that you could have just got taken care of. That's it.
So the first time you reached out then, did you just have hopes that you would be accepted?
Well, I honestly didn't know. I just was reaching out just to see, had that conversation. Is this, my mom been telling me this? Is this true? Let's talk about it. If not, I could go my way and live my life, but just not saying anything. That's just, that's kind of ignorant.
And how old were you again at that point?
When my mom first said that, I was 16.
So you were 16 when you first reached out, and who did you reach out to?
Well, I didn't reach out to him. My mother, she actually wrote the letter. She reached out to Jay-Z and his team. She sent, and my godmother helped. They sent him a letter basically saying we can talk privately and have a private conversation and basically have a sit down.
And had they agreed to that then?
No.
Did you get any response?
Yeah, we got a response, but it wasn't about no sit down. It was just basically asking questions, stating like who your mom was in the car with and things of that sort. Do she remember what type of car it was and like stuff like that? Who was the person that was
So
driving?
so when you got a response like that, did you feel disheartened, or did you think they're probably just doing the job? This kind of thing, probably they get a lot of weird people contacting them.
Yeah, I felt like I don't know. Honestly, I had mixed feelings, but I felt like they were trying to block the truth. I can't. I wouldn't say block the truth, but they wasn't trying to never solve the problem. It was never trying to get. My whole thing was getting a problem solved. I didn't ever want to see nobody. Throwing shots at another person for something that we could have got taken care of privately. I'm not that type of person, and people could think what they want, but I never wanted this to harm anyone. We really could have got this done, and he knows this the truth. The team knows this, that we sent letters. We've been fighting for years and years, and someone should know that we're not fighting no fraud. Like, they've been using things in these courtrooms to drag it out and creating narratives that don't exist. And this could have been over with. That's all I'm saying is that when you treat people like that and you expect someone to just sit there and take it, that's just, you get what you get.
Yeah, it's got to be really frustrating. All right, so let's just go slowly over the years. What happened with the legal situation? So you're 16, you reach out, they send this, response asking all these questions, trying to basically shut you guys down. What happened next after that in terms of communication?
Well, it was very lack of communication. We was basically talking, I guess, to his team. It was never directly to him, so it was always someone from his team or representing him. And after that, it was really just all court action. Like, let's just go to court, go on different states to go to court. Things is just dragging it out, dragging it out. They trying to dismiss cases and we making us file again about the same thing. It's just it was just all craziness that could have really been taken care of. Our legal system is, and I'm not talking about our whole legal system. Don't get me wrong. It is some great people in our legal system, but the ones that's not doing their job, like, you guys really need to check and get these people out of there because it's so much going on in the legal system. Like, these guys are overlooking things. They're letting lawyers lie, then come and these lawyers are saying, "Oh, we did lie. We didn't know he had properties." But yeah, come on, man, it's just too much going on. You guys are letting them get away with murder, basically, because if these guys don't got to come in here and abide by the law, why should we?
It's corrupt as hell, and if you've got money, you can certainly play the system. That's what I've seen. But all right, so going back over it more slowly, then you reached out, and then it got shut down, and then it went into the court system. How did it enter the court system? Who initiated that, and how old were you at that point?
I think I was still 16, going on to 17. Who initiated that was my godmother and my mom. It was started in Philadelphia, but my godmom got legal custody over me. I guess when my mom started getting sick, she opened the case back up in New Jersey.
Yeah, that was really heartbreaking when I was listening to your interview. About your mum passing, and condolences there.
Yeah,
Definitely, it
yeah,
must.
that's my love right there. I love my mom to death.
Yeah, you've been through a lot. So it enters the court system, and that first thing that was filed then, what happened after that?
All fighting in court. I'm not a lawyer. I wish I could really tell you guys all the details, but just me, just being, someone who's just listening. to the fight that's going on. It just was a lot of BS, a lot of craziness, and them bringing up different scenarios and things like that to try to throw the judge off of what was really the paternity and all the fraud and all that came. This case should have been over with. They should have never let it get this far. All the fraud that's in this case, and I just want the world to know it should have never been sealed. This should be open for the public. You know, it's just a lot of things that's going on that we all know is wrong.
So through the court system, then were you guys asking for like a paternity test?
Yeah, so we started off asking for a paternity test, and it just went left from there. It just went left from there.
And how
I
many
mean,
years were you fighting in court for?
to 10 plus now, as I would say, it's 13, 14 years now.
Is it still ongoing or is it concluded?
Oh yeah, it's still ongoing. We still we have things that's in the court right now. You know, as I said, I won't give up if I know I'm fighting for the truth. You know, if I'm wrong, you know, I always can be a man and apologize. But as I said, I'm not just fighting for me. The court system should never let this go on this long without getting it taken care of. And it's just a shame that we got to come to this and, you know, sit here and talk about all the wrong that's going on right now. You know, as I said again, I don't want to bash anyone. You know, I was not. That's not my mo. I'm a very lovable type of person. Like I'm very outgoing. I got friends, family. I'm not that type of person to try to put someone down, but I'm not that type of person to let someone walk over me neither.
So you must have, been up late at nights thinking about why on earth are you getting rejected? Why are the lawyers shutting this down? And have you come up with any ideas in your mind as to why all this rejection and why they're shutting you down?
Honestly, I wouldn't know. I would hope it's not money. Honestly, because I really don't want anything from you. If it wasn't, you know, just to know my identity. If it wasn't, if you didn't want a relationship with me, that's cool. I can respect that. But we could have been got this over with. And I just feel that my mom, since she's gone now, like she had to fighting these court systems all the way until she passed. So it's like, wow. It's just like it's bigger than anyone for me. It's more about the principle of just we could have been got this over with. Now it's here.
And for the whole time that you were in the court with Jay-Z, was he married to Beyonce for all that time?
Yeah, but yeah, he was married to Beyonce.
Yeah. And do you think that perhaps because he set up a family with Beyonce, maybe they viewed you as a threat to that or something?
Anything's possible, but I wouldn't know. You know, I can't say that. You know, I'm not Jay-Z or Beyonce. I would hope, you know, they wouldn't think I'm no type of threat to them because really not. I don't want to break or, you know, do anything to hurt them, or I'm not coming for you guys to destroy you or nothing like that. So I'm not no threat towards you, or I never would be. You know, I'm not. That's not who I am. So if you believe that, that's not what this is about. And as I said, I still got love for you. Like it's not. I'm not a hateful person. I still got love for all of them. It's not. I'm not here to hate no one. I'm still gonna be me. I still will make it. I got God with me. I got Allah. He's Father. He's with me.
So have you ever seen, or has there been any interviews where Jay-Z or Beyonce have been questioned about you? Have they ever made any public statements about you?
That I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about that. I mean, I heard different things on the internet. I did hear it with songs and all that out there, but how true is that to be? I don't know.
Okay, and now we've seen all this stuff come out about Diddy, and then there was an allegation against Jay-Z, and then in this country, I think it was the Daily Mail reported the story on you. That's how I found out about you. And Jay-Z in his statement, he was saying, it's all about family values. This is going to harm my kids. And basically, family's the most important thing to me. But you pointed out that if that was the most important thing to him, he would have accepted you into his life. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I meant like accept, but I do meant like accept as far as if you're talking about family, you cannot go up there talking about family if you have family problems or things that you are not totally sure about. You know, you are a role model. If you look, a lot of people look up to you, and when you go up there and do things like that, I just want him to be truthful to himself. That's it.
And when you saw it come out in the news, this allegation, what was going through your head?
I mean, so I didn't really get to. I just felt like I should say something. It wasn't really too much. As I said, I don't hate anyone, but I did feel like I should say something, so I said something.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to address the viewers then. So, viewers, if you've tuned in, I'm with Rymir, and we all believe that Jay-Z is his dad, and many of the viewers, it's just nothing but love and respect for you that
And I
I've
thank
seen in
all
the
you
chat.
guys. I really do thank you guys for supporting me for all these years. Like I really do. Y'all helped me get through a lot. Like it's a lot. You guys don't even know. So thank y'all for all y'all support, and I love y'all that y'all supporting me for me. I understand I'm going through cases and with Jay Z and a lot of things is going on right now, but I really appreciate y'all guys and just continue to support me, and I support you guys whatever you got going on because the helping hand, is one helping hand.